Row Artistry Podcast presents The Morning Quickie. Good morning, and thank you for joining me at The Morning Quickie. I don't know why I did that. Let's move on. Big thing I want to touch on today is how language is powerful. Take the instance of 2 days ago, coworker tried to blame me for a problem that wasn't mine. I tried to explain it to him that it wasn't mine. I was confused, and then they left saying, "Hey, don't worry, we all make problems. It's fine," and left. Not accepting the fact that I very clearly said it wasn't me. Went and figured out the problem, explained it to them that it wasn't me, and they saw that I got frustrated, and then they used this because it was a perceived power they had over me. They thought that because I got frustrated, they had this one thing that they could get to, like a bully, where when you find that one thing that bothers you, the bully will keep poking you with it until it becomes not powerful, and then they move on. So he had this piece, and then just yesterday, first thing he does when he sees me, he brings it up again because he's unclever, not funny, and just wanted to be a dick. And I totally didn't respond. And he thought I'm pretty sure not responding is probably perceived that it still bothers me, but it doesn't. But the part about the language is that as I was going over that, as I was processing it, I went from as I was catching myself saying that it bothered me, I then switched my language to it did bother me. It did. I'm owning it. I'm owning that it bothered me, but it's in the past. Notice how I didn't avoid how I avoided saying didn't bother me, because that's not true. It obviously did. So I'm being dishonest with myself while also not processing and stuffing that emotion and that feeling. So a lot of times we want to negate the entire thing happening, and then what we don't realize is that we basically take all of those feelings, we put it inside of a nugget, and we shove it in our chest. And yeah, it might not bother you then, but it'll drum up because it starts adding up. Those each stone you start throwing, no, it didn't bother me. No, that wasn't it. That wasn't a problem. That's fine. It adds up until it all of a sudden it feels like a big, huge knot in your chest. And then you possibly explode to purge out all of those little nuggets that you put into your chest. But saying it did bother me is acknowledging those feelings and letting them out, being honest with yourself and not being a victim of it and letting it go and truly believing that. So then when he comes to you, you can be like totally blank slate. Like, okay, first of all, I'm not even frustrated. That's not funny. Good one. And so it's just the language that we use that can change everything if you are very self aware and intentional with your language. Speaking of awareness, also last night, I got a beautiful phone call from one of my best friends as we were talking about the feedback they gave me earlier about a video. So I did a video, they gave me feedback on ways to maybe what they thought would improve to edit it and all different kinds of things. I edited it, I changed it, I posted it. They just wanted to call and check up and say that they liked it, they thought it was better, which was great. Feedback is such a gift. And then they went into further about things they noticed about me this last year, which was crazy. It was so cool that they felt comfortable enough to open up to me and be honest with what their experience was of me. Talked about my post and what they were feeling, how they felt like I was more angrier than ever been, and they were speaking into who they thought I was. Well, I guess what who they knew I was versus who I was now. And it was just really cool that if I wouldn't have, posted that video earlier, got that feedback, I wouldn't have a better video. Creatively, that feedback is beautiful. And then if I wouldn't have just opened up such a friendship or welcomed in even any conversation about feedback about who I am or how I'm showing up, I wouldn't have learned all the things how I'm being perceived, things that are in my blind spot that I didn't even notice. So it's just really cool, and I'm very blessed. I wanna say thank you To that friend, I don't know if they wanted me to mention them, but thank you so much for being a good friend, calling me on my shit, and opening up a loving, safe space to give feedback. And I think that's the piece it is. It was very loving. It was very supportive. It was very kind. And it was very humbled. It came from a very beautiful place, and I think that's amazing. That's such a gift of that I have, and I know maybe some people out there don't have that, and the feedback they get is a little harsher, and all feedback's good. Yes, it may be delivered in a terrible way or manner. It's just like a vehicle where the transportation vehicle itself may be shit, but when you unpack it and you see that it's filled with gold, you might not judge the vessel so much if you really dig in deep and find the gold inside of it. And let me leave you with this. We have come into such a technological new age of advanced artificial intelligence, everything. We've invented self-driving cars. We're f- seems like we're going to space every other day. We're cloning, we're putting in animal organs successfully into humans now. Internet is freaking crazy. A beam shooting into the thing. In fact, I can talk to you and you can listen to this wherever the hell you are. It is insane. All the things we can do now that are mind blowing. Yet it seems like we can't invent or haven't invented yet a shirt that is impossible to put on backwards. Like, come on. How is it that in the morning, in the dark, I still can put on a shirt fucking backwards? Like, how can we not invent a technology where that's not possible? It is the most frustrating thing ever, yet I can't fucking figure it out. Hey, Elon Musk, other fucking smart people, work on it. Let's go. Welcome to the episode. Let's get into it. Morning Quickie. No, I'm just kidding. That was bad. Good morning and welcome to the Morning Quickie. So today, God damn it, stop saying that motherfucking word. Fuck balls. Good morning and welcome to the Morning Quickie. Today at work, and by today, fuck. Good morning and welcome to the